I want to ask you, we're not seeing a big reaction in the oil market, at least currently right now. Is that a surprise, especially after the social media post by the president alluding to the potential, at least, for regime change in Iran?
Thanks for having me, Frank. Pleasure to be here. Well, it is a bit surprising the fact that prices have not increased dramatically today. My expectation was that we were going to see a $3, $4, $5 price spike. We did see early morning a spike of around $4 per barrel. Now, I think what is happening here is that the market is pricing in a scenario where things de-escalate gradually, sort of similar to what happened in 2020 after the killing of General Suleiman. Now, the worrying thing is that the other extreme scenario where there is a threat to close the Strait of Hormuz, I think is still realistic. Things could go south very, very rapidly.
Yeah, I want to point out we are seeing oil actually move to the upside right now. WTI is up about 1/4%. And very important to note that both Brent and WTI are both above $70 a barrel, which seems to be kind of a key sentiment level for both. I want to go back to some of the talk from the administration over the weekend. We heard from Vice President J.D. Vance over the weekend. And when he was on Meet the Press, he was asked, what's the red line for the administration? And is it the Strait of Hormuz if there's some type of blockage? And he seemed to say no. You know, he seemed to say the nuclear program, that's the red line. And basically said it would be up to the Iranians themselves if they want to create problems in the Strait of Hormuz. And saying it would create, economic problems for them, mirroring what a lot of other people are saying. I want to ask you, based on what you know about Iran in the past and their history, is there real potential for them to block it? And do you really believe that the U.S. would stand down and let them do it?
Well, that's a great question. I don't think, well, there is the option. They could try to close the Strait of Hormuz. Now, from the geopolitical point of view, I'm not so sure this would be the best strategy for Iran. Bear in mind that 95% of Iranian crude exports are flowing to China. And the last thing that you want to do is upset your only trading partner, that is China in this case. So that's one important element. The second important element is that the economic well-being of Iran will be massively hit if they try to close the Strait of Hormuz. So it will be an extreme decision that would not be beneficial for Iran itself.